Hello, hello. It's time for a bi-monthly plant update. Does bi-monthly mean twice a month or once every 2 months? Because this is once every 2 months and it's September now. And well, there's some new plants and some casualties as per usual. Um, these two still the same. This one is getting a new leaf right here. Looks a bit crooked now. I can't tell if that's a fenestration or not. It might not be. Um, this Syngonium leaf is taking forever to unfurl. Like this is more than a month old and it's still not stretched. My orchid is starting to die back. I don't know if I should remove the stems. I should probably just cut them off. Pothos taking its time. Let me turn on some light. Um, this is one casualty. The camellia didn't survive the repotting. Sadly, it had a very nice trunk, and I really liked it. But I suppose I removed too many roots, and yeah, I think it's not really an indoor plant either. It's like probably more suited as an outdoor plant. However, there's a little small seedling in here. I don't know what that's gonna be, but I'll let it grow for a bit because that's a seedling from a garden set. That might be something really cool. Otherwise, yeah, the Calesias I repotted, they all died except for, well, as you can see, these ones are not looking too healthy, but they're not completely dead yet. I don't know if they recover, which, yeah, that's kind of sad because this one, I don't know if it's gonna, oopsie, I don't know if it's gonna die after it stops lowering or if it's gonna grow again, but this is such a unique plant, you know, and I would hate to lose all of them, especially after I had so many. But yeah, my friend dropped her sweater on them, and I think that is the main cause that they all died because they're really sensitive and they didn't have drainage back then, but I don't think they really do need much drainage because they're a tropical plant. This also, I don't know what this was. This was my Jiaogulan, the plant of immortality, ironically. It grew like crazy and then it died, and I have no idea why it died because it seemed healthy until it all of a sudden just like stopped. Um, and you're supposed to be able to eat the leaves and make them into a tea, and they're like supposed to be like really healthy and make you live longer and stuff like that. But I tried them and they just tasted like poison. I couldn't even get them down. So maybe there was something wrong with this one. I don't know. This coffee plant is also dead as heck. This one is slowly extending. I don't know if I'm gonna trim it back to start to bonsai it or if I'm just gonna let it grow for another year. We'll see when it comes to that. My philodendron is developing a nice aerial root, so at least it's doing something. This department, not much going on except for my pomegranate. It is tall. Look at it. I don't know if you're able to tell. It's probably like a good 25 centimeters. It doesn't stand up by itself, so it needs a stake, but I'm excited. It has a really weird bend at the bottom here, but the first time I actually germinated one successfully, and I planted a couple more because I always like to have backup for stuff like this, and so far one of them germinated. Yeah, so that's exciting. These might be completely dead too. I'll keep them for a couple more months, and if there's no new growth, then I'll just throw them out. Look at my turmeric. I don't think that was in the last video. This is turmeric, which grew very fast in a very short time, and then it just stopped. But I mean, the leaves look a bit damaged, but they're beautiful and they're very delicate. You can see my finger through it. Very nice plant. Also, I finally have an avocado. I had a really nice avocado, as I have mentioned before, which was getting quite a thick stem. And then for all of this year, I tried germinating one, you know, with the toothpicks and stuff, and I just did not have any success. And then this one I just put in the soil like that, and that's what in the end worked for me. And it looks like this other one. Can you see in there? This other one is gonna grow too. And I only noticed after it was already like this high. Like it was probably like 15 centimeters high before I even noticed it, because it grew so fast. Like it grew to this size within a couple of days. My money plant, I just removed the leaf there. It's growing quite fast. I took off some of the large older leaves because I guess they were like shading out the others. What's really kind of strange is that I guess that's normal, but some of them have 6 leaves like this one, and some of them have 7 leaves or just 5. It's really weird. I thought they would just have all the same. This one here just has 5. My Schefflera is it had some new growth, but it is kind of stunted. I don't really know why. It might have to do. Did I even repot this one? Oh yeah, I totally did. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna cut it back at some point to like probably around here. Like I'm gonna cut it back a lot, but that'll wait until next year. What else? My yuccas are just doing the usual, slowly getting like new leaves. This one is kind of dried up here, but I mean they're not looking like bad or anything. I also forgot my ivy. It is doing the thing that every ivy does after I have it for a couple months. It just looks like dry and crusty, and I don't know if it's gonna live much longer, because I don't know. Like, for example, my mom, she has like a big old ivy. I just cannot get them to grow. Like, this is like the 4th or 5th ivy that I have, and it never works for me. What do we got here? Look at this. My spider plant is flowering. Very nice. Look at this one. It looks really cool. Very variegated. This is the one from last year. And I mean, I don't really need more spider plants, but I might plant one. This one is not looking too hot. Let's not talk about that. This weird experiment, it's getting some thickness. I'm excited where this is gonna grow and what this is gonna look like in a couple of years. Ponytail palm. It's getting very big. I need to move soon. I will move next month, and then hopefully I'll get a little bit more space, because this windowsill is also getting too small for this tree. Look at this. Look at the trunk compared to my finger. It starts to look like a tree, which is very exciting to me. I heard that you can eat the leaves. Whoop, I dropped it. So I just wanna try one. They taste good. They taste a little bit like spinach, but I don't know how to describe it, but they're actually they taste kind of like walnut and like spinach. It's a nice flavor. I can recommend. I'm gonna eat the rest of this. um, just don't look at this. I spilled some fertilizer everywhere. Well, no exciting new updates in this department. There's another baobab germinated, but as you can see, it's not looking very healthy or nice. These casuarinas, they're starting to get some secondary needles, but in general they're looking a bit weird. I don't know what the deal is with them. Maybe they're getting not enough water or something. I don't really know. This one, it's drying up a little bit. Like some of the leaves are drying up. Maybe it's getting too much light. That might be the case. This is my, well, I determined by the smell that it's a eucalyptus, which I'm so excited about. I love eucalyptus. It's like one of my favorite smells in the world. And this one, I found out what it is. I saw the mother plant of this one, and I determined it with the PlantNet, with that app, and it's a type of kalanchoe, which I already kind of guessed that it was a kalanchoe because the leaves look very similar. But it's a really cool one. It gets little pups, like when it gets mature, it gets little pups at the leaves with roots and everything, and they just drop off, and that's how it like procreates. That is really, really cool and very unique. And yeah, my yucca going strong. My spider, not spider plant, my you know which one it is, my ZZ plant. And I'll just show you the ones outside of my room. Turn on the light. This Dracaena, whatever, is getting a little tiny nub in here, which has been there for like 2 weeks, and it's not like grown or anything, but focus. I'll see what happens with it, and then maybe next year, like in spring, I'll cut it back like way lower, like around here or something. And look, it's starting to look very nice. My big yucca. It's you can see which one is dominant. The upper one's clearly. This one, even though it looks really small, I can tell it's growing by the new leaves. It has like a little tiny stem here. That's quite cute. And then this one, it's not really doing much of anything at all. So yes, the next time I'll give an update, I'll be in another apartment. So I'm very excited for that. And yeah, well, the thing is, if you move, you're probably gonna kill some of your plants in the process, and then it's the winter time, and we'll see how much of this is gonna be left in spring, but I hope almost all of it. So until next time, goodbye, have a nice day.